Of course, the main problem is that the ranch owner, the white dude, his wife is pregnant. So we gotta get these folks across because they whole thing is,
I don't care that the Purge exists. They can't stop us from bringing life into this world.
I'm gonna let you know right now. The Purge is a real thing. What's poppin', baby? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, we back with another movie review, but before we do that, I need to apologize because the movie that I'm about to review, I was very skeptical and I was very disrespectful in my speech about it. When I saw the trailer, I said this shit was going straight to DVD. I said it looked like it's going straight to DVD, and I want to apologize. I was wrong. We reviewing The Forever Purge. Now, upon my first review of the trailer, it looked terrible. It did. It looked boring. It had this cheap, like, I don't know, this cheap look to it. And I was just like, man, this is definitely going to ruin this for me. It's going to ruin this franchise for me. I think this is going to be it. This is going to be it, folks. Direct the DVD, and I ain't buying that DVD. And I still buy DVDs. I bought like 3 or 4 DVDs the other day, right? I was wrong. This movie is not bad at all. It ain't the greatest movie ever, but if we're ranking these movies, it's in my top 3. It's in my top 3 behind Election Year at 1, The First Purge at 2, and then I'll go to Forever Purge. I think that the actual first Purge movie, like the first Purge movie ever, is very boring and forgettable. And Anarchy is it's whatever. But this snuck its way into the top 3. So, The Purge just ended. Well, actually, let's start over. We're following these 2 new characters. I think their names were Adela and I don't remember her husband's name. I don't. But we're following these 2 new characters who are new to the U.S. They were kicked out of Mexico for some backstory that they told that I don't really care about. And they are about to experience their first Purge night. So we go through the Purge, right? And this is like the first 20, 25 minutes. We go through Purge night. People do what they do on Purge night. It's killing left and right. That's the first positive point. The trailers do not make this feel like a Purge movie at all. This is very much a Purge movie. These niggas is doing some killing, right? We get through Purge night. Then the sirens go off. So the cool thing about this is normally when the sirens go off in a Purge movie, that's pretty much the end of the movie. The sirens go off, 25 minutes, 25, 30 minutes into the movie. So we finally get to see what life is like after the Purge. So the main female character, I really do not know these folks' names. I should probably figure out their names. Let me figure out their names. Adela and Juan. So Adela she works in this kitchen somewhere doing something. It's like a meat shop or it's like a restaurant. I don't know. Juan works for this racist ass white dude on some ranch, right? Who by the end of the movie, of course, his character arc is he racist at first. He learns from his mistakes after these people save his family. And then he's no longer a racist. Whatever. The Purge is over, so she's going back to work the next day. It is chaos all around her. Like, it's so weird to think that, like, after this night, people just go back to living regularly. Like, they have cleaning crews to come by and get the bodies and the blood and put out fires and stuff like that. But it's just so weird for people to just go back to regular life after this. But they've been doing it. And then all of a sudden, there's a scene with a goat and a trap. And now we are into the Forever Purge, right? Also, backtracking, we keep up with Adela and Juan, but we also keep up with Juan's boss, whose family is on this ranch out in the middle of nowhere. It's very well protected. They got a lot of money. They got some employees who also trying to do some forever purging on them too. From the moment Adela get caught in that trap, it is non-stop ridiculousness, right? So from there, Adela and her coworker have to kill some people to get her out the trap. They ended up getting arrested. Then we go back to the ranch. Juan and his little friend, forgot his name too. Hold up. Juan and Titi, they pull up, see that they boss and his family being held at gunpoint by some forever purgers. So they go all SWAT team on these niggas. And next thing you know, the whole movie is just basically all of them on the run. Mexico and Canada open their borders for 6 hours to allow anybody from the US seeking refuge to come in. Because at this point, the forever purge, they make it seem like it's something only in this town. This shit is nationwide. And this is where some of my problems with the movie come in. It's a lot of plot holes. Election year ended with the lady being elected and her saying that she was going to abolish the purge. This don't seem like no type of abolishment at all. So it leaves me, I'm confused as to where this movie falls in the timeline, because as important of a character as she was, she is not mentioned in this movie at all. And the rest of it is just kind of plot hole stuff with like some things that take place in the movie. Like the government enacts martial law, so the military is brought in everywhere. I mean, they said in almost every major city in the country, military is brought in. But there's a scene where these forever purgers blow up a military base. And so the response to them blowing up the military base is that the military retreats out of that city. And I was like, that wouldn't happen. I was like, bro, if these niggas attack a military base, I think the last thing the military is going to do is be like,
we need to pack up and get about this motherfucker.
I don't think that's gonna happen. The main villain at the end of the movie, we don't meet until like 45 minutes in. It's just a group of niggas that they run into in an alley who try to kill them. And then they become the main like antagonist. And I was like,
I guess.
I like the movie, but as I'm starting to talk about it, I'm starting to like it less and less, you know? It just don't make a lot of sense. It don't make a lot of sense. Like they spend most of the movie in this 18-wheeler. And don't get me wrong, the killing and the violence and the action is cool. But they're in this 18-wheeler and there's a scene where they're on the highway and some motorcycles pull up and they start shooting at this indestructible ass 18-wheeler, first of all. They have this forever purge flag that they took off of some people. And they finally decide, hey, we should use this and just make them think that we're on their side. It works. They never do it again the rest of the movie. I'm like, bro, it worked earlier. Nigga, just put this flag on the truck. Put on some of these folks' shirts and just pretend that you them until y'all are safe. Like, you're not being smart. You're not being smart at all. I think the only reason I do like it is because it just still feels like a Purge movie. There's a lot of killing going on, and I like that. This movie is a lot more like in your face political than the other ones. All of these movies are pretty much political movies, but this one is very much like immigration, racism, they exist, you know? Gun control, like that. It doesn't bother me. It probably bother a lot of people though. And also there is some terribly written lines in this. Oh. There's a scene with some peanut butter and some jelly in there. Whoever wrote that needs to be fired today. It was so, it was, I literally felt my flesh crawl after the line was said. It was that corny, that cringy. But also, it's a Purge movie. People gotta seem cool, so they gotta write this stupid stuff in there. I'm not a fan of it, but whatever. People getting killed, I was enjoying myself. Of course, the main problem is that the ranch owner, the white dude, his wife is pregnant. So we gotta get these folks across because their whole thing is,
I don't care that the Purge exists. They can't stop us from bringing life into this world.
I'm gonna let you know right now. If the Purge is a real thing, kids is out the window. We're not having no damn kids because First of all, plan that shit accordingly, okay? If you know the purge is in 9 months, don't have sex tonight. Have sex the day after the purge. That gives you a full year to carry this baby, have it, and then possibly have it for 3 to 4 months, and then you good. Not be running around here during purge night and the forever purge pregnant. They do get across the border with the help of some of their Mexican amigos. You know what I'm saying? Juan and TT and them knew some people, and you know, they was able to help them get across the border at the end of the movie, right? Only one person died in the group. TT get murked by the little people they meet in the alley that eventually become the main, you know, antagonists. But TT, they put one in him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Rest in peace, TT. He said the line about the peanut butter, so I was wanting him out of there anyway. It was sad. Rest in peace, TT. But everybody else was doing their thing. I'm talking about everybody can shoot a gun, everybody can fight. They using bow and arrows, blowing stuff up. It was the final little act they do out in the desert. That shit was cool as hell. They was going crazy out there. They was going crazy. They was out there using all type of guerrilla warfare tactics and shit. But my only problem was, I was like, bro, it's like 10 people that y'all gotta kill. Y'all doing too much for these 10 people. Just half of these niggas in like dune buggies and bikes with like no cover, no armor. Like, just shoot them. Y'all are doing way too much. Another thing I got a problem with is the whole border situation. If the purge is a real thing and a forever purge type thing happened after it, Canada and Mexico are not helping us. They're not. They're gonna lock them borders down and we gonna be down here fighting for our lives. It's not happening. Like, from the end of the movie, you can see that there's already like refugee camps set up and shit like that. And I'm like, bro, no, they don't fuck with us because we rude. We disrespectful down here. If I'm not helping nobody bring that shit to my country. I was like, that's not realistic. It's not happening. They're not doing that. They will not do that. And if they do, they a damn fool. I would let us suffer down here. Because y'all brought this on yourself. Want to let everybody do crime for 12 hours. Hell wrong with y'all. But yeah, man. With all that negativity being said, I still very much enjoyed the movie. I think that it's got some really cool action, a lot of killing. Very much felt like a Purge movie, and it's a lot of very like tense scenes in there. I wasn't like scared, but I was very like on the edge of my seat the whole time. So I was thoroughly enjoying myself because I went in with a very negative attitude towards the movie. So with that being said, I'm gonna get it like I give it like a 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. That's fair. That's not even me being nice. That's what I truly believe the movie deserves. 3.5 out of 5. You should definitely go see it if you're a fan of these movies. Definitely go see the Forever Purge. I just really would like some clarification as to where the hell this shit takes place and why the president lady was never mentioned and why the Purge is still a thing, because I thought she was supposed to be getting rid of it. And I'm almost certain that this movie is going to make a lot of money, and although it seems like it'll be the last one, it definitely won't be the last one. So we'll be in the theaters on another 4th of July weekend in however many years to watch the next one. So I will see y'all then.
Gotcha, bitch.